And the Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Right side, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's the give off the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a seam on the left. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Wow, we knew coming into this one this offense wanted to start fast, but David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in a game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing Sangapolitelli. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Running inside, it's Scott. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the back. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
On the move, it's Scott. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Sangapolitelli Rolls right. Needed a little more oomph to get it there.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. And it's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Compton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
JKS. Caught. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wants to go up top on second down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Powers inside. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Sangapovatelli on the play action. Still looking to his right. Throwing on the run. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Jaron Kiave Sangapovatelli. Looking down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the 20.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Driving forward, it's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the right. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Throwing, Sangabovatelli. Throws to the tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide left, it's Compton. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wilson to pass. Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Oh, a lot of space. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Tells the run, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Takes a handoff. It's Pringle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sangabovatelli. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Push is ahead. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Sangabovatelli. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he got loose. Oh, he still got more. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wilson will throw. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. There he goes. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Canes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wilson to pass. Right side, it's Hoffman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 11 team, the Kansas State Wildcats.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Miami. Defense putting points on the board.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Looks it in. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. JKS. In traffic, it's Moore. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. A first down run on the doorstep. All over him immediately. The Canes headed quickly to the line. Pushes ahead. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's third and goal. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's third and goal again from the 2. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That is his third score of the game, and now 14 on the season. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wilson will throw. Rush is on. And he gets rid of it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Setting up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And the quarterback just not on the same page with his wide receiver there. Receiver just not able to get to that pass on the perimeter in double coverage.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return. Smashes ahead. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Jaron Kiave Songopovatelli lets it fly. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the run. It's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Songopovatelli play action. Fires to the middle. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tough run here. It's Pringle. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Number 8, set to kick this one.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Swamped immediately.
Ball carrier, loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wilson to pass. Right side, it's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires it down the seam. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, nice job by the running back. I like he understood that it was 4th and 1. I got to get that first down. And how about the blocking up front, creating a hole, creating some space? Not only did he get the first down, makes the big play, sparks this offense.
Second and long here. Using his legs, it's Scott. Defense all over him.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Number 8, set to advance on the football.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Wilson will throw. He's got it down the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Snap in the shotgun. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
On play action. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. He wants a big play here late. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Just ran him over. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Man, another 4th down conversion. We've seen a couple of those now on this drive, David. The defense, they just need one stop. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and on this drive, they just haven't been able to do it.
And you can put it away late in the game, get that 4th down stop. Obviously, you're feeling really good about winning the football game, but this is why people go for it so much more nowadays, man. That extra down, that extra opportunity makes it easier for the offense to function, and that's several in a row. This offense making 4th down look easy.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Wolfpack picked up that last 1st down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got some room to run. The 50. At the 30. He's at the touchdown Hurricanes. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.